Hello everybody and welcome back to Vixen Purples Crochet and More. I am your host Cheryl. Hello from Colorado Springs, Colorado, where I reside. Today is, oh my gosh, September 7th of 2025. Today I'm coming on to show you guys some stuff that I've got. I have quite a few things. One of them is a finished whip. The other one is a project that I've been working on off and on for a couple of weeks, and I finally got that finished, and some real quick hats and stuff. But first I wanted to kind of remind you guys on this. Before I say anything else, hello to everybody and to my new subscribers as well as to my OGs. In case you guys are wondering if I got that box in, I did. It was like 32 or 33 pounds, and you could probably see some of it right here behind me. What had happened was my mom and my brother packed it full of ceramics with the garments, and I had to unpack them and so I could see what was going on, and I will be showing that probably in either in this video or another video. I haven't decided yet. I just wanted to see where I'm at first with this video, but so far we are okay. So going back to some of the stuff, you guys remember that I went earlier this week, which was Labor Day, and I went to Hobby Lobby to buy some yarn and for this particular bear. So you guys remember this girl, the Wonder Woman, the Build-A-Bear, Build-A-Bear, that I picked up at the thrift store, that's in excellent shape and still works and everything else like that. So I picked up some red sparkly yarn that had gold in it, and I did make a lovey. Now I will be saying this is going to be a lot darker than the bear is. This lovey is definitely really sparkly. So here's what it looks like, as you can see, and it's good size. So I wound up putting 1.5 skeins of yarn, and that was, I love this yarn. See, this is all that I have left. I have another project that I need to show you guys. This is the Red Heart. I love this yarn metallic. Hold on, please. Sorry, Chayton came in to say, hey, dinner's done, because I'm filming later tonight and stuff, and I want to eat earlier than 10 o'clock. So anyhow, all right, so I'm fighting with this, and I'm sorry I'm doing that. But anyhow, I love this yarn metallic, and that's what it looks like. This had 252 yards in it. So, and it was a 5-ounce ball, each one. So this is all that I have left from 2 balls. So as you can see. So here is the bear with its blanket. And I was talking to my husband thinking that this blanket was too dark, but he was sitting there saying, oh, I don't think so. I think it's going to be fine. So let me know what you guys think. I know my camera is not doing it justice, but this is definitely darker than this. Well, you can slightly see it. But I have finished this. I don't think it's too much of a problem. I really don't. But who knows? We'll see. So I made it's blanky, and it's done, and now I can do something else with it. And a very long time ago, I had picked up a really pretty little purple bear from the thrift stores, and this is what she looks like. She's really kind of blown out in here, and it's really cute, excellent condition. I paid, it was originally marked 99 cents, but I think I paid half price on this. And I was in the yarn room looking at it, and I found a couple purples there that I thought would work great with this animal. And one of them I put up, I didn't like it. So I found this that was a deep dive in my stuff. Was this Joy DK. It's a very discontinued yarn. It was not a full one, but as you can see, and this is called Lavender. And yes, I marked it because I think I used it in another project and didn't want to do it. This is all that I have left. So I do have some more of this purple, so it's going to stay like that. So this is the little lovey that I made for this little bear. And I thought it looked really, really good on it. So let me show you guys and see what you guys think. So now she has a full-size blanket. And as you can see, I mean, you can see that she's not a very big bear, so, but I thought it would be perfect for a little baby or something. So that is one thing that I finished up. I finished this one up yesterday because I was in the yarn room doing something. Now, go back to the I love this yarn stuff. I wound up having a ball left over. So I wound up taking, and I knew I had some sparkle white, and I figured, you know what, I'm just going to kind of make me a little Christmas hat. So here she is. It's red and white, and it does have the sparkle on it. This is the I love this yarn in the white with the blue with the silver sparkle. I figured it looked really good, and yeah, so I made my offset shell beanie hat with the rest of this and used some of that sparkle yarn up. Sorry, I can't speak and I do not edit, so bear with me. So yeah, that's it. So now I get to add this to my label collection to see how much of label I've used, see how much yarn I've used for the year, and go for that. The other thing that I had done was finished up was, you guys remember me talking to you guys about this about this pattern, and it's called Moon Phases Crochet Wall Hanging. So there it is, and I wanted to show you guys that I actually got it attached. My husband goes, now where are you going to put it up? So I still have to weave in the ends and go from there. But yeah, it's done. It is done. It will hang up, if I can get the right ends. It will hang up, and I told my husband I was thinking about putting it over our bed and stuff. I got the moons and the phases and stuff. So it is complete now. Just have to weave in those two stragglers. I'm going to set this over here so I won't forget it. The other thing I was been working on, off and on, that it's been a couple weeks. It's been about 3 weeks. And I actually forgot to show you the hat, but I was working on the cowl. So I had 2 balls of this Woolies Thick and Quick, and this is the color Blackstone. There's the name. I don't know if you can see it. There's the label. These had about 87 yards in it, and they were both about 5 ounces and stuff. So I had just done a basic beanie. This is the hat that I made on it. And I thought it turned out pretty good because it has the different colors in it. And I had a little bit left over, so I put it into the cowl, and I basically used up just snippets of it. So I've used it up, both of them all up. And this is the cowl I made to do that. So now I have a wool set. So we'll go from there. So those are so I have to put on this ×2 because one of these did not have a label. It was just the ball. without it being covered up, without the tag on it. Now I get these things when I go to the thrift stores. And I get them in packages of 3 or 4, depending on what's going on and who's packing the bags and stuff like that. They will put them all together. Not always, but they will put them together. The other thing I had in my, and I kind of went a little deep dive on this. I was looking for a yarn to work with, and then I saw this one, and I'm like, going, okay, I want to use it. So I made another basic beanie. This is the label. This is called Parakeet. And like I said, I picked it up at the thrift store. So this is Parakeet, the same specs as that. It's so thick and quick. And it's definitely 80% acrylic and 20% wool. That's on both of these. I have this much left after making this hat. And I thought it was pretty cool. I kind of liked it. It also gave me kind of Halloween vibes. But I figured, you know what? This is okay. I did use a 8mm hook. And I went up to 4 increases. And then the rest of it I just did in double crochets. All the way down to about 8.5 inches or so. So this is another label that I could put in there. Now, I have some more of the scrap yarn like this. I'm thinking about taking and making a basket out of these, what's left of the 6-weight yarns that I have. The other thing that I had in the stash that I deep dive for was this Lion Brand's Jiffy Thick and Quick, and this had less yardage. This had 84 yards, and this one is definitely 100% acrylic. This is called Berkshire. This is the label. Whoops, giving you the back. So this is what the label looked like. There's the name. And this was definitely a 6-weight, and it is, how many ounces? Where are you? 5 ounces and stuff. So this is all that I have left of that. And this is the hat. I just kind of made a basic beanie again for this hat. And it's pretty thick. Surprisingly thick. So that is what I have been up to. Now, I am currently 13 minutes into this video, so let me show you some of the stuff that my mom sent me in my ceramics. And believe it or not, some of this stuff I actually made when I was younger, like in high school, younger. So it's been around for a while. Some of it has been, some of it hasn't been. Some of it I think I was in going to college or not. No, college. I did some college and stuff like that. But some of this stuff is also made by my sibling, who used to be in ceramics as well too. So let me put you guys on pause. Let me move some of this stuff around so I can bring this stuff over so I can show you guys, what I got. Before I go do that, you guys remember that I told you that I bought some more safety eyes that had some different colorways or different looks about them. Well, I got them in, and I will have to say I'm very kind of disappointed because the eyes look like, when I first looked at them, they looked like they were supposed to be iridescent, and then they were supposed to have designs in them. And when I pulled the package out, not so. So I was a little bit upset with that, but that's okay. So these are the discs behind the eyes, if I can get them out, because they put them in like a really tiny bag. So this is some of the eyes. Well, they might. It's certain light refractions. So this is one. I've got a green, a teal set, some silver, which is going to be cool. That's the other gold one. I have some blue. I have some pink. Whoops. Well, this could be actually a pinky purple. I've got two of those. A blue. I've got some orange. That's going to be kind of cool. Is the orange. And I got a purple and stuff. So like I said, I was a little bit disappointed. Now I will say that these got kind of felt on the back of them so that they kind of feel a lot different. I won't know until I use them all or use them in projects. But these are the eyes that I got. Neat. Well, these are going to be really interesting to work with. These are a lot harder than some of the ones I got. Now, I'm going to try and before I use them, warm them up with hot water to see if I can get them to be more flexible, because I have a feeling that these will wind up breaking. And these were the eyes that I got. Let me pull one off. Let me stick one on so you guys can see kind of what I'm talking about. Let's do the silver. On this one. Come on, get on there. Well, maybe it's the way the lights are refracting on it. But that's the silver and what it looks like. And I think these are 25 millimeters. So these are the moon eyes. So we'll have to see just the way the light refracts, I guess, on the piece. So we'll see on that. All right, guys, I'm going to put you on pause and we will go take a look at the ceramics and possibly this box behind me to see what you guys think. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, sorry about that, guys. It took me a few minutes to grab this stuff, but I just kind of wanted to show you some. Some of this is dusty because I haven't had a chance to wash it up. So, one of my passions is horses. Some of you guys may know that already. Some of you guys may not be, especially if you're new to this channel, and you guys will know why. So when I was younger, my family did have horses. We had a black Tennessee Walker, which was called a plantation walker at the time, and a few other horses. My dad even had a draft horse at one time, and I had some quarter horses, a pony, and a hodgepodge of animals. But anyhow, so during my school years, horses were very much into my life. So I made this guy. It is on the heavy side. It's blue. I guess you can call this abstract art, I guess. I don't know. So I made a little box. There's the box. That's what it looks like on the inside. And yes, it is dirty. But this was my my design. And it was just like a little country scene, a pasture with rolling hills and trees and a pond and probably a big old rock somewhere in there. So that is what one of my projects I made. So I'm going to set this one over here. Now, this one I think is my sister's. I don't recall. I don't recall ever making this, but this was a mask, but it has my initials on the back of it. It's a mask. I don't know what it is. It looks like a bear. It looks like a cat. It looks like something, but it's a little mask. My mom hung it on some fishing line, and at the time, that was my initials, CL. That was my maiden name was Leroy. So that's what it looks like. This one, I think I made it for my mom as like a makeup caddy. I wasn't sure, but this is what it looks like. All the way around. And this is what it looks like if you were looking top down. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it just yet. I just may do something with it. I don't know. So I have to actually clean these out because they are quite dirty and stuff. The other thing I made, I don't know what possessed me to make it like this, but I made a vase, and I think this was for an abstract project, but it was a vase. So I don't have my initials on it, but it has a stamp, so definitely probably is mine. It's like really right there in the middle. So that probably is my stamp, because I did have a stamp at one time on this. What am I going to do with this one? Let's just set it right here. Whatever you do, don't break. Okay. The other thing that I kind of made when I was little, or younger, shall we say, was like a little vanity set. And I made a little, if I can get the lid to sit right. There we go. Out of, I guess, porcelain, I think. So there's that. And that's what it looks like on the inside. I had a little tray that, and that was my initials. I don't know if you can see that. CKLR. That was my initials. And then I had this little thing. It got chipped up because this was really thin clay at the time, but it was really, really pretty. So there's that. Sit that lid in there. The other thing I made a long time ago, and this horse actually has been in my head for a very long time. I had a beautiful buckskin quarter horse mare, and her name was Candy. She was I don't know how to explain it. She was my teacher, especially with the horse world. And so I made a little replica of her in the clay form. It's not perfect. It is definitely a little horse. So I'm thinking I might put a pin on the back of it. I don't know. I probably won't. I'll probably put it in my little keepsake box, I guess. So I will never get it broken. But this is my little buckskin horse that I made a long time ago. And Candy was a very unique mare. She was the only animal in my lifetime that, I don't know how to explain it, looked into my soul and bared it completely, stripped it away. And it was something, it was a unique experience that one I will never, ever, ever forget in my life, because it's only happened to me once, and that was with her. And so she has a very, very special place in my heart with that. So, and I'm sorry if I'm looking like I'm getting teary, because I am, because that horse was, in my book, amazing, and will be forever amazing horse to me. The other piece that I made, and it's in pieces because it got banged up around, and this was a piece that I think, and if I remember correctly, my instructor said for an abstract piece of art that I needed to do something that represented me, and inside needed to be what mattered the most to me a lot. Now, here's another little, I think this is another little horse. I'm not sure. It kind of looks like one, but I don't know. kind of looks like a little bear or a dog. No, oh, that's right. I remember now. I had a white boxer as a young girl, and that dog was called Flash, and he was a great dog. But that, yeah, so that has to be Flash. And this, and the, I do apologize that the arms and everything is broken. I still have to glue it, but Flash would sit in here like so. So it'd be like this. I do apologize. Well, here. So inside is a picture of a horse head. And at the time, I had rabbits. And they were pretty much a piece of my life. So I don't know if you can see. There we go. And this would, and Flash would sit like this in there somewhere. Like that. But anyhow, and then here was supposed to be my arms and legs and stuff, but this is a picture for me. So my mom sent that to me too, so now I got to put this together. I don't know what I'm going to do with it or where I'm going to put it, but it's going to be there. So, and that's with all the parts inside. So there we go. The other thing is, and I think my mom sent these to me because my sister did not want them because she was in ceramics as well. And I remember this one because we, like I said, we had a horse named BJ, and he was a Tennessee Walker, and he was black with white markings on him. And I remember my sister took the color that my mom really loved, which was blue, and she sketched him on a piece of clay, and she made this for her. So this is actually BJ being young and silly and vibrant and stuff. So, I mean, I'm glad she sent it to me, but it still really truly belongs to my sister on this. So, great horses, great lives. My sister also made this one, and it's a vase, and it's pretty much, you know, just a little square vase. So I'm going to see if my mom actually wants me to send these back to my sister or find out what's going on for that. But if she doesn't want them, then I'll definitely keep them and stuff. So that is the ceramic pieces. So I have a few things I'm going to show you from the box. I'll probably do a separate video because it's almost a half an hour now. And oh, I forgot this one. My sister, a long time ago, we also had a paint horse. And I think her name was Mariah. And she was a very beautiful black and white horse. My dad got bucked off of her and all the fun yada yada stuff. But anyhow, my sister, I think my sister made this one because I don't recall making this, but it's very crude. So be okay with it because it's crude. You know, we were kids at the time. So my sister made this guy because I don't recall making this one at all whatsoever. But yeah, and that's what she did as a ceramic piece. So like I said, I do have to talk to my mom and see if my sister wants these back and stuff, because my sister and I are not on talking terms, which is sad. But anyhow, all right, guys, I'm gonna call this for the video, and stay tuned. I will show you guys what's in this box, because a lot of those things in that box, I believe my aunts made for my grandmother, because it's all knitted projects. And that, believe it or not, there's a couple pieces in there that look like they would fit me. So I haven't decided on what I'm going to do with all of them. But I just wanted to show you guys what they look like. Some of them are basically cardigans. Some of them are pullovers. And it's just a weird feeling having those there and stuff. But anyhow, all right, guys, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I appreciate you guys checking this video out. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. Please remember to hit the thumbs up button. It helps with the algorithms. If you really like my channel, or you liked what you saw, including an emotional person right now, please, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I am still trying to reach my 1,000 subscribers and all the fun Yahoo YouTube craziness and stuff like that. Also, if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome to. I would greatly appreciate it. If you also would like to leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the ceramics or the projects that I've made. That would be greatly appreciative. I do read them. I do heart them. I do apologize because sometimes when I see them, I'm at work and I don't get a chance to respond back with any comments. But I do heart them because I did read them, and it makes me very, very happy that you guys really like my stuff. Anyhow, all right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I will talk to you guys on the next video. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Big hugs from me to you, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.